Working with strings. Today we're going to talk about arrays of strings, how to declare and use arrays of strings in C. So let's get started. Okay, so here I am inside Visual Studio. I'm going to create a new project. Click on File, New Project. Make sure you have Visual C++ 132 console application selected, and let's call this one Arrays of Strings. Click OK. On this page, we're going to click Next. On this one, make sure you have Empty Project selected, then hit Finish. To add our first source file, we need to right-click on Source Files, Add New Item, and let's call it main.c. Then click Add. In today's example, I want to show you how to use arrays of strings to convert student grades from percentage into a format like ABC or into some kind of a description string that says excellent, satisfactory, mediocre. We could also show the GPA equivalent of the student percentage. So let's see how we can do that by utilizing the strings or arrays of strings in C++. If you remember, strings in C++ are char pointers. So we're going to declare a char pointer array of GPA here equals something like this: A, B, C, D, and F. We need a char pointer array like this. This is how you declare a string array in C++. Char pointer here is very important because if we take this out, that means we're actually just declaring a single string because a string is a char array or a char pointer. So in this case, we're not supposed to do it this way. This is the way you declare a single string. But if you want an array of strings where each element inside that array is in a string by itself, then you need a char pointer or an array of array. The other way to do it is to say char RGBA, for example, of something like this, where you could potentially say like no more than 10 characters each equals A, B, etc. But I don't recommend this in this case because we're not gonna modify the contents of the strings. We just want to have pointers to some strings that are hard-coded, so that's why we use it this way. Okay, so another array we need is a char pointer R description array, which also gives you a translation for the meaning of these. So excellent is an array, so I'm going to say excellent, comma, satisfactory, mediocre, insufficient. Finally, we can say failure. Okay, right, so let's assume that we have a student grade like this equals 95. And we want to say how to convert this to the equivalent of 43210. We need to write some code to convert this. I'm going to make it as a function here. Let's say integer percentage to GPA converter. Give it the grade. Should give us back the value. Right, so how do we do that? Let's just use some math. GPA equals grade. I'm going to subtract 50 from the grade, divide by 10. That should give me 400, which is the maximum value of 5. So I'm going to say if GPA is greater than 4, GPA equals 4, else if GPA is less than 0, let's make it 0, then return the GPA value. Okay, so now we can say integer GPA equals percentage GPA given the grade, give us back the GPA value. So let's print out the result. Your grade is D, which is 2. So we can say grade, comma, GPA here. Now we can say printf, your GPA is %D. Oh, actually, GPA is going to be percentage string. Now we're going to use that GPA value as an index into our array. However, if we do it this way, then we have the results backwards because we have at index 0, the first string is A, but if somebody's GPA is 4, then we're going to show F as failure, which is not correct. So we can either reverse the values here, start with F, go all the way down, or just simply reverse this index, just say 4 minus this guy. If we just say 4 minus, then that will reverse the index. All right, this is your GPA. And then we can say finally, your results were, put this between single quotes, and this time we're going to use the second array description of the same GPA. So let's compile and run. Ctrl F5. Yes, let's see the output here. Your grade is 95, which is equivalent to 4. Your GPA is A. Your results were excellent. Cool. So this is how we use the array of string in C++. This is how you declare it and initialize it. And now let's try with some other example. Let's say somebody's got 65. Ctrl F5. Yes. So here it says your grade is 65, which is equivalent to 1. Your GPA is D. Your results were insufficient. All right. So what about somebody who's got, for example, 88? Ctrl F5. Yes. Right here says your grade is 88, which is equivalent to 3. Your GPA is B. Your results were satisfactory. This is how we declare string arrays, and this is how we kind of index them. In this example, because I have the values reversed, I use this technique, but you could as well just, for example, say F, D, C, B, A. So in one case, like here, I have it like this. In the other case, I just have it like this. Both techniques should work. If we run again with 88, it should still give us the same value. So as you can see, still B is the GPA, and the result is still satisfactory. So that's pretty much it. In future lectures, we will see how this is useful when we talk about the arguments of the main function, because until now we haven't talked about the main function arguments. And in fact, the main function arguments are passed to us from the command line using a string array, something similar to what we use here. So this is going to be helpful in the future lecture when we talk about arguments of main. So that's it for now. See you in the next lecture.